Hey guys, Samu7 here doing a classic commentary over today's Apex gameplay. Larascraft, my good old Xbox game chat cheeser for the stream, unfortunately, I don't know what happened, honestly, like disconnected or something a few games before this, so unfortunately didn't have Matt's audio for this one, so I figured I'd just do a good old-fashioned commentary for this one because it'd be kind of lame if we don't have everyone's audio in it. But yeah, this ended up being a pretty crazy game, not a clickbait title, literally 31 kill game. And a lot of things like went, well, especially in the beginning, a lot of things like went wrong that ended up benefiting us in a way. Like we ended up, our landing was completely scuffed. If you look, teammates like nowhere near me. He's like 2 buildings off. Matt was literally in a different area code, like a completely different area of the map. But it kind of ended up working because we ended up fighting different teams in different areas of the map, and that's kind of what you need when you want to go for like a super high kill game, is take different hotspots. So it kind of ended up working accidentally. We weren't really going for something like that, but that's what ended up happening. And I'm pretty sure, I'm also pretty sure that Wraith got a complete no-reg punch on me there earlier, but you know, it's happened to me enough times. It's got to happen in my favor eventually. So I'm not even mad. Outskilled, you know. I've had like 10 no-reg punches the last few days. I'll take one on me. That's okay. I think that's fair. It's actually stupid though. But yeah, this gameplay, basically the way we end up getting this many kills is just something that I've realized the last few days, the Peacekeeper. I gotta gas the Peacekeeper, and the shotguns in general. I don't think the EVA 8 or even a fully stacked Mozambique, I'm not even kidding, is like that bad at all. The shotguns are actually really effective this season. You're not going to see them as much in ranked or something like that because of how wide open this map is, and you know, obviously you got to be able to like close the distance a little bit with the shotgun. So you're not gonna be using it as much in ranked. You're probably not going to see it as much in ranked for most circles. But in general, the shotguns are really good in public matches this season. They definitely made. I think what they did was they tried to make the shotguns more consistent, like make the projectiles bigger and try to make them more consistent, and they do seem to hit more consistently. My shotgun shots, I do seem to get like 70 to 100 hits with the Peacekeeper a lot more consistently, and especially like yesterday when I got this gameplay, I was getting some really high hits with the Peacekeeper, and like the more that I used it, the more warmed up I got with it, and the more consistent I got with it. So I was really starting to feel it. Like I was really gassing the Peacekeeper yesterday. Maybe. And I'm still gassing it now. I'd recommend, you know, if you've put off the shotguns, if it was like too inconsistent for you, I'd recommend giving the shotguns another shot. Like right there, how I just like lined up the shot on that guy. You still get the situations though where you know, I hit the 120 shot on him and then I hit the 11 damage follow up. So that still happens sometimes. But most of the time, all you really need with the Peacekeeper though is a good secondary, because most of the time all you want to do is just like hit one good 70 to 100 damage shot with the Peacekeeper and then switch to your secondary. That's like how you want to play it most of the time. If you're really confident in hitting back-to-back like hard-hitting shots, then you can go for that, or obviously if you don't have a secondary, you can go for that. But for the most part, no, you want to have like an R99, like a Prowler Select Fire. I mean, honestly, even like a P2020 hammer point wouldn't be bad. Something like that to finish people off once you get like the high damage hit with it. So yeah, that's one gun I'd like to recommend. Peacekeeper in particular, but any of the shotguns, all really useful. If you haven't really given them a shot, actually try them and try to get used to it, because if you do get used to the shotguns, you do figure out how they work. They can be some of the most rewarding guns in this season, which is weird because of how wide open the map is and how sniper focused it is, but that's just the way it is still. Another gun that I wanted to talk about, and I may upload this gameplay because I actually ended up doing I doubled up on it for a gameplay. I ran 2 of them. I've been using the Wingman a lot, and honestly, I never really used the Wingman that much. Like even when it was super OP, I never really used the Wingman that much. In Apex, it was just never my style. And this season, I just decided that like with all the crazy landings and all the just the scarcity of loot, I guess, like sometimes you just don't get to choose which gun you're going to use for quite a bit this season. So that's why I've been experimenting the last few days. I've been trying to use like literally all the different types of weapons and trying to really get a good feel with all of them. And one of them that I've been working on is the Wingman. I've been trying to get my Wingman a lot more consistent, And like I said, the one game yesterday, I even just ran 2 of them right away from the start. I found 2 like really early on, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna double up on the wingman. That's all I'm gonna use. It ended up going pretty well. But yeah, the wingman is another gun that I'd recommend, even though it's not as powerful as it once was, and even though this is a very like long range focus map, the wingman is still really good, and it still has really high potential if you get really good with it.
Looting.
So I would still recommend trying out the wingman this season, giving it a shot. And even though some other guns have had some buffs, even though the wingman has had some nerfs, it's still very effective, and it's still worth getting good with, especially because for some reason this season I just see pistol drops all the time, like the wingman, the Mozambique, the P2020, the RE45. I just see pistols all the time this season, all over the place. So that's another reason why I would recommend it, because the pistols are everywhere, and you know, for certain starts, like, you're just gonna have to be good with the pistols. That you just don't really have a choice with the way this map is. Like, sometimes you get stuck with stuff and there's nothing else you can do. So that's just the way it is. I mean, it was like that on the other map, but for some reason on this map it just seems worse. Like, sometimes I'll go a whole game, I'll find a select fire, and it's like, all right, let's find a prowler, and then I just don't find anything. I don't know, it's really weird.
Peacekeeper.
Really warming up. This is where, right here is where we realized that we had a chance to go for that 30 kill gameplay, when we saw that I had 9 kills right here. I think Matt had a few, and I think teammate maybe had 1 or 2, and there was as you can see in the top, 32 other people left in the lobby. That's when we realized, it's like, wait, we actually have a legitimate shot at this. So right here is where, I'm pretty sure I just said out loud, I was like, you know what, I'm just playing super aggro right now. I'm literally fighting everything, attacking everything like an idiot, because it's worth going for the gameplay at this point.
Am I cracked?
So right here is the decision. Right here is where we made that decision, where it's like, you know what, we can actually pull this off. This moment was actually kind of funny right here. Matt apparently like runs out with the devotion. Apparently didn't hit a single shot or something. I haven't seen the clip on that yet. Ended up beaming the purple wraith, who was not very good. That guy got destroyed, and the lifeline, not much he could do. Carbine, oh my god, Carbine's great too. Just gonna gas all the guns in this gameplay. But no, actually, I wanted to talk about another thing I wanted to bring up in this gameplay is I'm working on a little Apex Season 3 guide, and this is gonna be like a fat video. Like, I'm really going hard on this one. I've been working on the script for the better, like, pretty much the whole week. Just whenever I get time, I've been working on it, and it's pretty extensive so far. Like, I'm legit going into pretty much as much depth as I can, or as I feel that I need to. So it's probably going to end up being a very long video, even though it's going to be pretty organized, and probably I'm trying to make as like concise of statements as possible as well. But because I'm going to be going through so much, it's probably still going to be a very long video. I'm expecting that guide video will probably be like, I don't know, at least 20 minutes long, at least. I'd be surprised if it was any shorter than that. But yeah, I've been working on the script for a little bit. I'm going to start, I think, editing it. I'm going to try to start editing it this weekend, and expect that Season 3 guide video to come out. I don't know, maybe I'm hoping for sometime next week. We'll see. Obviously, want to put it out before Modern Warfare comes out. How did that shot whiff? I'd have to see that again. Yeah, so I want to put it out before Modern Warfare comes out, and I would say expect it sometime next week. But that video started as kind of a meme. I'm pretty sure Clayton said like, oh yeah, you gotta make a video for me so I can dominate this game. And then I was like, all right, you know what, I'll just do like a meme video. And then I started actually typing it out, and I was like, wait, I could actually make a pretty good video on this. So then I said screw it, and now I'm legit trying to make like an Apex Season 3 guide, like a legitimate guide video, and seeing how good of one I can make. And hopefully it turns out pretty good, because I've been working on the script, and it's like I said, it's pretty ridiculous. And I just legitimately want to make like a super good guide video, because I've never really done anything like that. I've never done a guide type video for a game and like put my whole effort into it, I guess. So I want to see how that can turn out if I actually go 100% on it, or 200% at this point. It's kind of ridiculous. So expect that next week. Alright, RuneScape time? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why that just popped in my head. These guys, this was kind of dumb right here. I just figured, I was like, yeah, maybe there'll be people rotating to the left, so I just stared left, and there just happened to be people that peeked out, so that was kind of funny. That was totally, like, accidental. I had no idea that there was people there. That was just, like, a hunch. And sometimes when you have that in a VR game, sometimes it actually ends up being true. Like, sometimes you'll be like, oh, I think there's someone here, and there ends up actually being someone there. So trust your instincts in BR. Generally, I found it usually pays off. Wow, that was tough. But yeah, I don't know. I got one more topic that I might wanna. This might cover me. This might cover the rest of the video, I think. So another thing is we've been playing. I've been playing a decent amount of solos still, decent amount of solo queue, mostly duo queue, and I've also played a decent amount of 3-man parties on Apex here the last few days. And I have a theory about Apex that I am like 1,000. I don't know. I'm gonna look up after I put this video out. I'm gonna look up and see if anybody's done like a study on this or something and see if it's legit or something like that, because I'm pretty convinced of it. But I think that Apex has not necessarily skill-based matchmaking, but essentially it basically ends up being like it. Not exactly skill-based matchmaking, but I think that Apex has party-based matchmaking. So I've noticed that playing my duo queue games, I have won. It doesn't matter like who I'm playing with. I have won a lot more consistently queuing as a duo. Doesn't matter how good my partner is. I've had partners all ranges of skill levels. Okay, I've played with Justin Baker. Actually, Justin Baker, notorious awful FPS gamer. I'm not even kidding. First Season 3 game with him drops 1,000 plus damage in a duo queue game. And as soon as that happened, I was like, wait, something is like wrong here. I was like, what? And then of course, you know, I played a few more duo games. I'm pretty sure he got a few more wins, and he was like doing good consistently. Then we get another friend in there. We start playing 3-man parties, and I'm not even kidding. It's a complete night and day difference. Justin suddenly, who was like playing well, getting damage, getting kills, like probably playing the best Apex I've ever seen him play. And I didn't think about it until then, but I had like never played duo queue with him before, really, at least not on a consistent basis.
Is that it?
And he's playing really well. And then we switched to the 3-man parties, and he's legit like barely able to break 200 damage, barely getting a kill per match, and it just like completely flipped. And this ended up being true for like anybody that I played duo queue versus 3-man parties with. Like for example, a lot of the games that I played with Clan, what we would do is when we got a decent teammate, we'd end up inviting him, and I didn't realize it till now, but a lot of the times when that would happen, we'd like, it would just go wrong immediately, and it'd be a lot harder. And now it makes a lot of sense to me. I really think that the game has party-based matchmaking, and I think that that's what it is. I think that's why it's so much more difficult. I think that when you queue as a party of 3, it literally only matches you in the lobby. Everybody is a party of 3. I'm pretty confident that that is the case now. And it makes things really frustrating, because literally the teams of 3 that play frickin' pubs play it like it's ranked, and it's so annoying to me. Like right here, this duo queue game, people are actually like running around and playing the game normally, and not like going super hard, not literally entirely focusing on the team shot. You know what I mean? Like it's not that sweaty. The 3-man party games though that we play, even in pubs, literally feel like ranked games. Like you've got people legit like hand holding 100% of the time. Not leaving each other's vicinity for looting or anything. Literally like 3-man camping rooftops with charge rifles and shit like that, and it just gets so frustrating. And I was having so much more of a difficult time winning and getting kills and doing whatever in 3-man parties. And now I've had this theory for a while, but now especially after Season 3, I think that it just has to be a fact. Like I think it's just 100%, it's definitely a thing, at least in my mind. That's why I'm looking for some way to prove it, because in my mind it's 100% a thing. Like literally, I keep saying that, but it's actually literally true. I think my win rate 3-man parties this season is something like 10%. Okay, I can't get the exact numbers for that, but just like based off of what I've played, my 3-man party win rate has to be like 10%, maybe even lower. I'm not even joking. My duo win rate has to be like 40 or 50. And there's something wrong there, right? Like I'm playing with a 3-man party, winning that consistently with only one other friend. You'd think with another friend we should be winning even more, if not the same amount. But no, that's just not the case. And I don't know what they should do about it. I don't know if I agree with it, but it's just like super frustrating, because I feel like I can't play this game as a 3-man party anymore, because literally all the 3-man parties that play are like people that are fucking bad at ranked. Like they get to a point in ranked and they're like, oh, we can't play ranked anymore, so now we're just gonna play 3-man pubs and sweat it up, and it's just not fun at all. play these duo queue games. You get people that still play Apex normally. You get the solos that are dropping in with the duo teams that are like going for high kill games and playing super aggro and shit like that. And like it's actually fun. Duo queue is actually fun. Solo queue is kind of fun to work on my own gameplay, I guess. But 3-mans, I almost don't want to play at all. Like it actually frustrates me that much in this game.
I guess so.
And like I've noticed too, like my duo queue games, often I'll have the Randy will stay alive, my friend will stay alive. But like the 3-man games, a lot of those games I have to clutch. A lot of those games I'm like the only one alive at the end. And yeah, it just got super old, and I just don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there, but it's unfortunate because I'd like to play this game with the most amount of friends as possible, and it just seems like I'm gonna have to find a different game for that because it's far too frustrating and it's just not fun at all. And here it is, closing it out. Gotta get that kill steal. Boom! 20 kill gameplay, 31 kill squad win.
Alright, we got 30, dude. 100%.
Let me know what you guys think about the party-based matchmaking in the comments. Or the gameplay, because that was a pretty crazy game. Decided to just upload the full gameplay for that one because it was so nutty. And we'll get the stats here. Boom! Look at that. 3,600 damage for the 20 kills. That's pretty efficient. Usually it takes me a lot more for that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.